Do kids still put in the same amount of effort?
Usually, sometimes it's harder to put in as much effort because doing it all online is hard, but I'd say sometimes it just depends on the kid.
I would, a very optimistic view of that would be yes, but it may not always be the case. You know, at home there are a lot more distractions than there are at the shop, but I like to see people put in the same amount of effort that they do in a virtual classroom setting as they do in a physical classroom setting.
I think the amount of effort they put in is limited because of not being able to do their job depending on what their job is. So for example, for the social media people, they're actually putting more effort because they have their own access to their own stuff at home. But whereas someone is like from the engineering area, they might not be able to do as much stuff as they would like to. But I do believe like most of the students are putting in as much effort as they can.
Do you see anything coming out of this year?
I see a giant learning experience coming out of this year for everybody. Just everyone trying to get used to learning and doing robotics this way.
Yeah, I think we're really going to try to improve on our robot from last year and maybe even try to build a second one because a lot of kids are new this year and we want to give them the experience that people had last year.
How have you adapted to the change?
I've adapted pretty well. It's finding different things to do online than in person. So last year I did engineering. This year I'm focusing on social media stuff because it gives me a way to work while being at home.
What were you expecting from this year?
I'm not sure what I was expecting. I was really hoping for what I would have hoped for it to be a normal year, but it's not looking like it's going to be that.
I see this coming out as a experience in learning how to adapt to drastic changes, as well as a good sort of restructuring of the team and team priorities so that it's even stronger for when we go back to normal, hopefully the next season or next year.
Why do you come back every day knowing it's not the same?
I come back every day because, you have to work through it somehow, so that's just, that's my way of looking at it.
Well, even though it's not the same as, we're not in a shop, we're not doing anything physically with each other, it still has the same robotics feel to it. Just, the people around, the same teacher. It feels the same in a way. It's just, I'm at home on a computer, not in a shop working on tools.
What are you looking to get out of this season?
I want to be able to get out of this season. What I want to get out of this season is a way to be able to still make a difference on the team, but not in lack of a better words, be sort of limited to what I can do because of a virtual setting. And I've kind of done that by switching over to the social media because it still makes a difference, but I'm not completely dependent on a physical location.
Do you see anything coming out of this year?
Definitely a lot more experience with things that would normally not be learnt in a normal year, because being only at home is a lot different.
What were you expecting?
This was pretty close to what I was expecting, just really, really limited stuff. But I wasn't expecting to be privileged with as much as Mr. Ebersol could possibly put in for us.
How have you adapted to everything?
So I do everything at home, including programming the FTC bot and yeah, literally just all my robotic stuff at home. I don't go to the school personally, so I'm a little bit different than some of the other students, but Ebersol was kind enough to send me over a bunch of stuff for FTC, and I've been able to do everything at home so far.
Do kids still put in the same amount of effort as before?
I would say they have to put in more effort now because they have to completely rework their brains to figure out, hey, if I can't be there in person, what can I do and when can I do it? We're lucky enough to have a virtual day on Friday where the team can come in waves. So some of the team is here early in the afternoon, some of the team is here early in the mornings, and they're able to put hands on machines, hands on robots, and learn different skills. But the one cool thing that the kids have been able to do is they've been able to branch out from their normal kind of blindered use of whatever they think their expertise is, and then kind of branch out into other expertises to see A, what that is like, and B, to get more information on that subject.
Do you see anything coming out of this year for your team?
So we have, clearly the business team has had the most growth of any of our subgroups that we've had, but I will say that our ability to use CAD has also doubled in the ability of the students, as well as the amount of students who are willing to do it. So I think that our CNC game moving forward is going to be huge, and our CAD skills are going to be huge, as well as our business presence is going to be immense.
What's it like coming back with it and knowing it's not the same?
Oof. Yeah, that's a good one. It's a little disheartening, but it's my job to make sure the morale stays up, because I honestly, when it was announced that we were going to be virtual, or that COVID wasn't going away in the fall, I really expected our team roster to drop by half, if not more, especially with most of the kids being here from last year not being able to compete with the robot, because our competition was canceled the day before. So our competition was March 13th, and it was canceled March 12th. We were all packed up, we were ready to go, we were literally going out the door, and then first canceled everything, and it was devastating. We had spent 6-7 weeks building that robot, getting it perfect for competition, and the competition was taken away. I thought that was going to be a crushing blow that some students wouldn't get over, but they did. Not only did they get over, but they came back in droves. We are at 35 students right now, and we didn't lose a single one, which is a testament to the grit that our students have on this team.